continuation on our feed consumption series. I've actually uploaded the first one, the first part of this series, where I talked about how much feed you're going to use, how much feed 100 birds are going to consume from day 1 to week 16 when it's point of lay, right? So in this video today, we're looking at how much feed 500 birds, 500 layer birds would consume from day 1 to week 16. That's what we're looking at in this video today. So if you're looking to stock 500 layer birds, then this is one video you should watch till the end. Stick around. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Poultry with Modupe. My name is Modupe and I am a layer poultry farmer doing business in Nigeria. So today we are looking at how much feed 500 layer birds would consume from day 1 to when they break from day 1 to week 16. Of course, like you're aware, on this channel I talk more about points of lay, raising my birds from points of lay. And of course, this is the golden flock, my newest addition at the farm. They got here at 16 weeks. So I have a video about how much feed you would use, how much feed they would consume from 16 weeks to when they break even. But this video is probably more like needed for intending poultry farmer who wants to start with 500 birds and wants to raise them from day 1 on their farm. So I have made the calculations in my notes here. So I'm just going to read them out. So for 500 birds, right? For week 1, we're feeding them with 11 grams of feed per day. 11 grams of feed per day. You know how the calculation is? 11 grams times 500 divided by 1,000 divided by 25, which is the size of a bag of feed in this part of the world. So we're going to need 1.5 bags of feed for the first week. For the second week, we're increasing their feed to 17 grams per bird. So 17 times 500 divided by 1,000 divided by 25. So we're going to get 2.5 bags of feed for week 2. By the third week, we are increasing the feed to 25 grams of feed per bird per day. So they are going to be fed with 3.5 bags of feed for the week 3. 500 birds, right? That's what we're looking at. So for week 4, we are increasing their feed to 32 grams of feed per bird per day. And they are going to be fed with 4.5 bags of feed for that week. For that week 4, that is from day 1 to day 7. They are going to eat throughout that week. They are going to eat 4.5 bags of feed. For week 5, we are increasing their feed to 37 grams of feed per bird per day. And for 500 birds, they are going to eat 5.2 bags of feed, right? So for week 6, we are increasing their feed to 42 grams 42 grams of feed per bird, right? And they are going to be fed with 5.8 bags of feed. So for week 7, we're also increasing their feed to 46 grams per bird per day. And we are increasing their bags of feed to 6.5 bags for that week 7. So for week 8, this is when I expect that we'll start feeding them with grower feed, grower mash. Initially from week 1 to week 7, they're going to be fed with the starter feed. So for week 8, we're increasing their feed to 50 grams of feed per day. And that means in 7 days, in 1 week, 7 days is 1 week. In 7 days, they're going to be fed with 7 bags of feed. So it means that at week 8, they are going to be fed with 1 bag per day for the 500 birds. So for week 9, we're increasing their feed to 54 grams of feed per day per bird. So the feed for that week is going to be 7.5 bags of feed. For week 10, we're increasing their feed to 58 grams of feed per day. And they are going to be fed with 8 bags of feed for that week for 500 birds. 500 birds. So at week 11, we are increasing their feed to 61 grams per day per bird. And they are going to be fed with 8.5 bags for that week. Week 12, they are going to be fed with 67 grams of feed per day per bird. And they are going to be fed with 9 bags of feed for that week 12. Week 13, they are going to be fed with 67 grams of feed per day per bird. And they are going to be fed with, in 1 week, they are going to eat, the 500 birds are going to eat 9.4 bags of feed for that week. Then week 14, so note that week 12 and week 14, they can be caged. So we call them points of cage within those period. So week 14, they're going to be fed with 70 grams of feed per day per bird, and that is 9.8 bags of feed for that week for 500 birds. Week 15, they are going to be fed with 53 grams of feed per bird per day, and that is 10.2 bags of feed per week for 500 birds. Then week 16, which is the point of lay, we are going to increase their feed. Actually, some people will say increase it to 76 grams, but me, I do 80 grams, 80 grams of feed per bird per day, and that is going to be 11.2 bags of feed for that last week, for that week 16. So in total, when we look at the total quantity of feed consumed by 500 birds, 500 layer birds from day 1 to week 16 is going to be 110 bags of feed. So if you're asked what is the quantity of feed that is expected to be consumed by 500 birds that is being raised from day 1 to week 16 on a farm. So you're going to need 110 bags of feed. 110 bags of feed. Note that in this 110 bags of feed, it consists of starter feed that you're going to use for the first 7 days, and also the grower mash that you're going to use for the remaining weeks from week 8 to week 16. Of course, grower mash, you continue using it to probably week 18 before you start thinking of switching. But that's about the quantity of feed you need for your 500 layer birds from day 1 to week 16. So if you're an intending layer poultry farmer and you would need this information, especially if you want to brood your birds yourself, you need this information. It's going to come very, very handy. And if you need somewhere you can get your day old chicks, of course I've never had to raise day old chicks, but I can just share the contact of a vendor with you. And as an intending poultry farmer, an intending layer poultry farmer who wants to invest in this business, 500 birds is actually not cheap to invest in. It's a lot of money, and trust me, you're going to need lots of guidance. So I offer an online consultation for intending layer poultry farmer. It is a 2-hour consultation. You can book it via the seller link that you're going to see in my about, in the link in the description link. You're going to see it, and you can just book a 2-hour consultation session with me. And if you are also a business person, you're an investor, you want to invest in layer poultry farm, and you've built your farm, you're looking to stock your birds very soon, you need to train your staff. And I also offer training for new farms and also for existing farms also. I offer training for your farm workers. You can send me an email, poultrywithmodupe@gmail.com, so that I get to train your staff, and so that when you train your staff, you're aside you helping your business, you're helping them to help your business, because when they are trained, they know the right thing to do, they know the right thing they should do at every time, at every point. And in that way, your business becomes sustainable, your business becomes more profitable. So that's about it for today. If you've watched to this extent and you've not subscribed on my channel, tell me, what are you even doing? Please click on the subscribe button, please turn on the notification bell, please like, please share, please comment, and all the good stuff. So we see on another video. In this layer poultry farming, there's really no days off. No days off, literally for 24 hours, 7 days, and 365 days a year. Stay profiting. Bye bye.